Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I'm not gonna be able to talk too loud because my mom is sleeping in the next room. But okay, it is day 480 something, documentary series from Zero to a Millionaire, and we are here back, ladies and gentlemen. It is April 30th, so last day of April. We're gonna be recording our last vlog in this month, basically. Okay, so a couple of news which I can't remember which happened in the last 1 to 2 days. First of all, our payment got cancelled. So we successfully withdraw around $900 from our payment processor, and the payment processor used to hold all of our money which we earned in 2025 from our agency. Why? Well, we had a problem with withdrawing money even in 2025, and what we used to do is just, let it stay there because we didn't need that money. But now, the closer that we get to the trip, to, buying the tickets and going out, the more we urgently need that money. So we're trying harder to withdraw it. I think this time I tried like third or fourth time to try to withdraw the money. But because of how payment processor works and how scammy it feels to my bank for some reason, it's every time I withdraw the money, it gets to my bank account, but my bank cannot verify it that it is a legit payment, it's okay payment, right? And what happens, it sends back the money where it came from, which is not a good thing, you know what I mean? So two things. First of all, it got declined once more again, but this time I pushed harder. I messaged the support. I said, what the heck are you guys doing? Because you asked for verification, you asked for data, and I sent a lot of screenshots, a lot of like everything I had to their email. And what they're saying right now is, well, we didn't have enough data and we couldn't reach you. And that's the point where I caught them, because I said no one have reached out to me, which is genuinely the truth, because if they would have reached out to me before sending the money back to where it came from, because what they're, as I'm guessing, asking for is a kind of like a freelance contract document, just a Google Doc, I think PDF, for me to write in ChatGPT and probably just yeah, like I can do that. Like if they would have asked for it, I would have done it, and I would have just sent it. They cannot verify whether it's true or false, neither way, so it doesn't make any sense, like that we're wasting time right here. Things like screenshots are much more, I think, trustworthy than a random text PDF which can be written by anyone. The second thing which happened, so we tried to withdraw the money and they said that they send the money back to where it came from, but I checked my account and it's not there. It is zero, so as it was like when I sent the money. So there are some conspiracy out there. I don't know who is lying to me, but I messaged the support of the platform that we're using as a payment processor, like what the heck is going on. My bank said that they send the money back and I cannot see it, and also the bank. I honestly, like, I think the bank, I think it's the bank's fault, to be honest, because, like, if they could have just accepted payment, like, it's not $1 million at the end of the day, it's just only 900 bucks. Okay, anyway, so these are the two hottest topics to discuss, and the third one thus far to talk about is these lines. So in general, just take a look at this graph, how it's looking. Not too bad, not too shabby, right? So there's some consistency, elements of consistency here in vlogging and here in reading Quran and gym. By the way, today is 30th, and this far we already have read Quran, trained, and I'm vlogging right now. So we have already ticked 3 things for now, you know, from the name of 30th of April. We have almost an entire day ahead. By the way, the 29th, the yesterday, was one of our greatest days. 1 second. Yeah. So there are 2 things that I want you to pay attention. First being this line after the 27th, as you might pay attention, 27th of April and 27th of April here are marked. If you have watched the previous videos, you know that this is the date when my college has begun. Before that, I didn't had the college, so the reason I'm sorry. You know, I don't have excuses there, but I have excuses here. But even though I'm trying my best, and yesterday on 29th, I have performed better, although I had 3 hours of college plus 2 hours to back and forth, like 5 hours have been lost in process. But we completed 7 or 8 tasks yesterday on 29th. So we Quran, gym, content creation, we uploaded a video on Instagram, we worked on Harvard CS50's problem set, we did a little bit of Korean. I during the classes, during the lessons, when I'm bored, I am bored most of the time, but I figured out that if I just hide the phone good enough and just pretend that I'm sleeping or whatever, I can actually just log into my phone. I have 2 language learning apps, and I can just spend time more usefully in a way. Like I can spend time trying to learn Korean, Japanese, Chinese, Arabic, and German. This far, I have been practicing only Korean because, as I said, 2 language learning apps. One of them is just purely for Korean, and it's just a little bit more entertaining. And when you're bored, you want to get entertained. So I was using that one, and as you can see, like ironically, Korean is the only language we have been practicing after we got into college. Like you can see, like 2 days straight, I'm just sitting in a lesson, completing, I guess, 2 to 3 lessons sometimes. Each lesson is like 10 to 15 minutes, and yeah, like having a good time. Hopefully today we'll finish a couple of lessons as well, and I want to start doing other languages as well because, why not? The other stuff like macroeconomics, math, physics, and rocket science, these things are a little bit more complex. I'm not sure how can I like fulfill them while being in the college, because math, you have to sit down and solve the problems. Same for physics. Rocket science is the same thing. But the languages, it's not like that, you know what I mean? You just have to memorize a bunch of words, and that's it. So yeah, I think that's what I have for today, ladies and gentlemen. Interesting things are happening slowly but surely. Regarding the college, I cannot ignore the fact that I also have to show you this. Like, oh my god, 1 second. All right, so We have three chat GPT. Okay, you can see that. So I have bunch of projects right here, right? So before I went to college, I have been using computer science, physics. What I don't know why I have two physics right here. That's weird. Anyway, so Korean, we have German, Arabic, Japanese, Chinese, rocket science, economics. And now, when college has begun, we have a college project, and as you can see, we have three topics, and all of them are April 30th, April 30th, April 30th, because I did those things yesterday in the evening after 12 p.m. So they're count to be at today morning. So three prompts, as you can see already here. These are three presentations that I have to give in order to get my score, and there are two exams, and you have to pass the first one to get to the second one, which is the final. Yeah, like there is, yeah, well, ladies and gentlemen, we have to do this. What am I saying? The reason why I'm saying is because this is work. It requires a lot of time and effort as well. It's not gonna be shown in here though, so just count it.